Okay, so today we're going to learn how to make a 3D cuff, finally, like this one. Some people online, they're calling it a box cuff, boxy cuff, whatever, because kind of boxy. That's why I taught you guys how to make the X cuff. You're going to need to start off with an X cuff. So remember we made this last time. Okay, so the only difference between this X cuff and this X cuff is that this one is 27 beads around. It goes around your wrist. And this one is 36. So in this one there would be 12 white beads. In this case I switched pink for blue and white for yellow. So in this case, the white beads, there would be 12, and the blue beads, there would be 24. Yeah. And then there are 6 layers on this one, as in this one there was 5 layers, so just add another layer this way. If you guys have any questions on that, I don't really know how else to explain it. If you haven't mastered the X cuff yet, I would wait before you do this tutorial. So yeah, we're going to start off with the X cuff. That's the inside of this one. And let's see, my colors I'm using are blue, white, and pink. So let's see. Let's get some pink in there. Yeah, let's use some pink. Let's start putting in some pink. Oh yeah, we're using blue, pink, and yellow. Okay, so the first step is we're going to string through not the first layer of white beads, but the second layer with the white beads. And we're going to string through that white bead. And the pattern we're going to use, it's going to be just like when we were, I'm really bad at this. Okay, so we're going to, after we string through this white bead, we're going to put on another white bead, a yellow bead, and a blue bead. Another yellow bead, and a white bead. So after you string through the white bead and put on the 5 beads, you're going to put on 5 beads, 1 white, 1 yellow, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 white. That's the pattern. Then you're going to string through the second white bead in that line and pull. It's going to look like that. Okay? And then we're going to, once you string through that bead, you're going to put on another white, yellow, blue, yellow, white. We're going to follow that pattern. String through the next white bead. It's going to look like that. White, yellow, blue, yellow, white. String through the next white bead. You see? Yep, see, now we're not stringing through the first pair of white beads on that line. We're stringing through the next line of white beads. And we're going to keep going that pattern all the way around. You might have to pull some extra string through. You know, you might have to make sure you have enough string, because it takes a lot of string to do a 3D layer. Don't forget to pull tightly. Every time you go through and you finish another one of these little hill shapes, you're going to pull tight. Make sure it's not all loose. Of course, I've pulled tightly after every single move I make, because I cannot stand loose, crappy made candy. Okay, now when you're on the last piece of that line and you're at this, remember to do what I always do, which is hold both of the ends of the strings and pull tightly like this. Pull the other side, pull tightly like this, just so to ensure that your cup's not going to be all retarded looking. And like, because sometimes when these little things that are sticking out are loose, it just kind of ruins the whole thing. So you're going to tie tightly. Not too tight to where it breaks, because it will break. You just, after a while of making candy, you just kind of know what's too tight, what's perfectly tight, you know? Cut it, and this is what you should have. Okay, now we're going to repeat the exact same steps, except for we're going to flip it over, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Skip the first layer, go to the second layer with the white beads, and that's where we're going to start. We're going to put a white bead, we're going to put our string through the second layer of white beads. And we're going to repeat the same pattern that we just did. So white, yellow, blue, yellow, white, string through the next white bead in that layer. So we're like, it looks like that. And we're going to keep going all the way around like we did the last layer. Only DJ Quack Quack can make me like a Skrillex song. Only DJ Quack Quack. Okay, so you're at the end. Tie it off like we did the last one, the last layer. Cut the string. And this is what it should look like. Look like that on one side, look exactly the same on the other side. Look like that from this angle. So this time, try to follow me. Okay, we're gonna start on one of the two top layers. We're gonna string through the two blue ones, like that. We're gonna put on one pink bead, one glow-in-the-dark pink bead or sparkle pink bead, or you can just put another pink bead. But I'm gonna put a glow-in-the-dark bead because it'll look cute. So we have one dark pink, one light pink. One dark pink, one glow-in-the-dark pink. Okay, then we're going to string through okay, so we have the pink and the glow-in-the-dark pink. We're going to string through. I should lower this. Okay, we're going to have the pink and the glow-in-the-dark pink. We're going to string through this blue bead. So what you want to do is to make sure you're putting it through the right one, get the it's going to be the one that's kind of like diagonal. It's going to just bend it over, and it should fit, the blue should fit right between these two blue beads. the 2 pairs of blue beads, and if it fits there, then that means it's diagonal. And you can go ahead and string after the 2 pink beads. You can go ahead after the 2 pink beads. You can go ahead and string through the blue bead that's sticking out. So it's gonna look like that. And then we're gonna string on a blue glow-in-the-dark bead, a white bead, so we're gonna string on a blue. No, I changed my mind. We're gonna string on a blue glow-in-the-dark bead, a yellow glow-in-the-dark bead, and then a white bead. And then what do you know? We're gonna string on a yellow bead and a blue bead so that it's mirroring it kind of like the pattern. So the pattern in the middle is going to be blue, yellow, white, yellow, blue. String through the blue bead that is sticking out, that is diagonal to the one you just string through, okay? You're going to string through that. That's what it's going to look like, okay? Then we're going to string on one glow-in-the-dark pink bead and then another pink bead, and then we're going in a diagonal. So you're going to stick it through the 2 blue beads that are diagonal to the blue bead sticking up that we just went through. So it's going to go like this. Oops. So that is what it looks like right now. Okay, see how it's going in a diagonal? We have the pattern once again is 1 pink bead, glow-in-the-dark pink bead. You're going to string through that blue bead that's sticking out. And then the pattern in the middle is blue, yellow, white, yellow, blue. String through the blue bead, pink, glow-in-the-dark pink, pink. String through the 2 blue beads. So right now we're like right here, right? We have a string coming out through those 2 blue beads. We're going to put on another pink bead and then another glow-in-the-dark pink bead. String through the blue sticking out, that's the next blue that's sticking out on that at that tallest layer right there. It's gonna look like that, okay? Then we're gonna do the pattern from the middle again, which is blue, yellow, white, blue, yellow, blue. Don't let the fact that I'm using glow-in-the-dark beads mess you up. You can still use the solid colors, blue, yellow, white. So you have it right there, right? You're going to string through the blue bead that's diagonal from this blue bead you just strung through that's sticking out. So you're going to string through the diagonal, one diagonal from it, and it's going to look like that, okay? Then it's going to be another glow-in-the-dark pink, pink, string through the 2 blue that are diagonal to the blue you just strung through. And it's gonna look like that. Just like the other one, except for they're like at a crisscross right now. So now that your string is coming out through the 2 beads, the 2 blue beads, you're gonna put on another pink bead and another glow-in-the-dark pink bead. Okay, so we have the 2 pink beads. We're gonna string through the blue bead that is diagonal, so it looks like that.